I'm Aaron Judge. Welcome to MLB The Show 26.
From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, a great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. And today's starter, Zach Wheeler. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Leo Jimenez comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman. Also entering the game, Connor Norby. He's the new third baseman. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
The designated hitter, number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Ball. And that drops in for a strike. What a stop. And they get the out.
Batting second.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boo. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Trey Turner now singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
The 0-2. Right through there, got him. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Two down, nobody on. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down quickly go the Phillies. We played an inning, no score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now for the Marlins, Owen Casey. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the second, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Ball, that's out.
Hit hard on the ground is short. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, right there.
This is Bryson's stop. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris.
Hey.
Second inning here, no score. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
And now it is JT Realmuto.
Ball, down.
Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. The 1-2. Ground ball left side. Slings to first, and Realmuto is out. And that's the 3rd out. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby.
Hey, you're out.
Bottom half. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Starting on the mound in this one, Zach Wheeler. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this in the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
All right, first pitch coming up. Liam Hicks getting ready to hit.
Say.
Leo Jimenez comes on defensively now as he takes over as the new second baseman. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
Now playing third base,
All one.
number 1, Connor Norby.
Gibson, 28 years old, and he was a 10th round pick in 2022. Way out front for strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Batting second, not shortstop, Ray.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate, but when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
Trey Turner in the box now. No balls and a strike. That smash towards center. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're down 1-0. Top of the second, and now for the Marlins, Owen Casey.
Casey.
Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
That's outside. Hey! Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Caught him looking for the K.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Bryson Stott, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside. Full count now. This one in the air, center field. Marcy drifts towards it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 6th, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto.
Ball. That's inside.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first.
You're
Pretty
out.
nice play there. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail here 1-0. New inning getting started. And now here's the Marlins DH, Liam Hicks. They hand the ball over to a new arm, number 71. He's been so good against lefties. Gabriel Rincones Jr. stands in for the Phillies. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Next to hit, Justin Crawford.
Aye.
One down, Phillies down a run.
Ball.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And the tying run is on base. And here is Sosa to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Man at second. And that one gets past the catcher. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
The 0-2. Oh, and this one gets away. To third, tag, and he got him.
Tag.
Great throw.
Clearly not the best base running you'll ever see. The ball got really far from the catcher, meaning you have a good chance to move up. Instead, you get thrown out trying to make it back to the bag. Can't let that happen.
Out with room to spare, and that. The inning. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that.
You're out.
Back at Citizens Bank Park. On a four, Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Just missed.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Foul ball there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's Turner now. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball inside.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here is Bryce Harper. This one in the air, center field. Marcy under this one. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Phillies, the left fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Caught looking his first time up. Fastball for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one fouled off. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and he breaks his bat. That is the inning. Phillies strand 1, still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That one catches the corner for a strike. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
up next for the Phillies, the catcher,
JT Realmuto steps in. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 1 now. Hit in the air, center field. He's got it. One away.
Up next for the Phillies, the right fielder, Gabriel.
One out man at first. And now for the Phillies, Gabriel Rincones Jr. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. In the air to left center. Edwards on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Phillies.
So digging in, Justin Crawford. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Going 1.
Ooh, nasty changeup right there. Down. Just had him out in front.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Stop. Stands at second with 2 gone. Behind 0-2, he steps out. Time. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. That one 95 to finish him off. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Marlins 2 and the Phillies 0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Kyle Stowers. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Tyler Zuber. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air out towards right center. And there's one down.
Up next for the Phillies.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber will hit next. drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Relay throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
The batter, number 7.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. Here's Trey Turner, 1 for 2. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Jimenez gets under it. And there. 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he's going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Harper in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Fish holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball. Play made. That ends the inning. One left. We go to the. So they turn things over to the righty, Anthony Bender.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
The left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Really important at bat coming up now.
This is Bryson Stott. And that's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through at a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
This one in the air, right field. Tracks it down for the out. Runner tagging from third. Play at the plate. Safe. And it's a 1-run ball game.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Miami's bullpen with some action. Ryan Gusto, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. In the dirt to second. He's in there.
He beat it.
That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
So the tying run at second.
Ball in.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. And it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Anthony Bender won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Calvin Fauché.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Justin Crawford, the next to hit. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces in, and he's set. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Base hit! In to score from third. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you could come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Now the third baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Oh, right to the backstop. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Marcy has a beat on it, and that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Liam Hicks. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 3.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
There's a strike. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Trey Turner crushes it, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 3-2.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Both the infield and the outfield shifted over to the right.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's ripped into the outfield, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Phillies, the left fielder.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. And that's through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. And that is the inning. Just one hit in the inning, but it leaves the yard and gives them the lead. Through 8 full, the Phillies lead it 3-2. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We go to the 9th, and now for the Marlins, Owen Casey. Comes out trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Bella finds a corner. That's strike 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one at triple digits.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Marcy, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The Phillies trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. But he beats it. Nice try defensively. Great hustle. And the tying run is on.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Substitution now at first base. Marlins bring on a pinch runner. Yuri Ruiz opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. Joe Mack, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered in this game. Right side. Stop. The flip. Save.
Safe. No, he's in there.
Up next for the Marlins, the third baseman, number 1, Connor.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Now only 1 out remaining. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And next is the designated hitter, Liam Hicks. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.